Okay, so I know I told you guys about this study. One that we're going to talk about. A new study has shown that 1 in 10 toddlers go outside to play once or less a week. And we're going to talk about this here in a little bit because this is just insane to me. But right now, Tim Borman's on the line. Tim, did you go outside more than once a week as a kid?
Every day.
Oh my God! That wasn't even an option. I mean, like,
yeah, it wasn't, right? My dad, we have a friend come over. My dad would be downstairs or outside.
Right.
That was it.
See you when the lights come on, kids.
That's right.
What are we doing here? We'll talk about that later. The Owls Club is Fall Festival is getting ready to come down the pipeline. Tim, how's it looking this year?
It's looking great. It's looking great as always. We're excited. It's coming up. It's going to be here before we know it. Just like always.
Well, and I love what you guys do with the Owls Club, man, and the camaraderie that's there, and also just the fact when you walk in, even if it's for just a public event, when you have it open to the public, it just has that community feel where everyone knows your name, and there's always just a good time.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. We don't want any trouble. We don't want any problems. We like to open the door from time to time and have these parties, or people have receptions, and, birthdays, anniversaries, all this kind of stuff, and
yeah,
you don't get a good reputation by being evil or angry or mean, or what have you.
Right. Well, and Tim, on top of that too, I mean, on Saturday, November. Oh, Tim, are you still there? We had a little bit.
I am, yeah.
On Saturday, November the 8th, this is when the Fall Festival takes place at 6 p.m., and this is going to be great. So you have the barbecue pork steak dinner, which is going to be great.
Yep.
But music by City Heat, too. They're a great band. That's going to be some great music.
We had a band last year. We had Hookie booked last year. Hookie played the year before. I love those guys. But Ray, the drummer, had COVID, and we found out on Friday before the event that Ray was sick. And one of the board members at the time is friends with the guys in City Heat, and he reached out to them. And within, I think they booked in like 10 minutes. They're like, absolutely, yeah, we'll come and play. So they came in short notice. They did a great job, and so we've invited them to come back again this year.
Nice. And then we can't. How long are they going to be playing for the whole night, or how long are they going to be on the stage for?
Yeah, they'll play. I believe they'll play either starting at 7:30 or 8.
Okay.
I don't know that it's been lined out as well just yet. I think last year they played 7:30 to 11:30, or maybe even into midnight. Because we do the raffles and the drawings and announcements and things like that. There's a lot of stuff going on, and so when the band we ask them to take a break about every hour, and then MC will jump up there and do the drawings. We've got raffles. Raffle tickets for cash drawing. We've got bag raffles where you drop tickets into brown paper bags for the items that you're interested in winning. We've got a lottery tree or cash tree. We did a cash pizza one year, and I think there's another Yeti cooler that'll be up for raffle as well.
Do you just want me to text you my address for that Yeti cooler? I don't want you.
That's right. You have to give me $5 first.
Well, this is really cool, man. And now the raffle ticket drawings too are going to be for $500, $250, and $100. The bag raffle, there's a ton going on. How long does it take for you all to put this together? Because there's a lot to this.
Months. Yeah, we start talking about the next year's Fall Fest, the meeting after Fall Fest.
Wow.
It's you learn something new every year. You plan it out. You want to get, we get our budget together for food for the band. We try to get the band booked early in the year, because some of these really good bands, if you wait too long and you're not going to, they're tough to get booked. The raffle tickets that we sell, they're $1 a piece or 6 for $5, and those are the ones that are for the $500 cash prize, $250 and $100 cash prizes.
Wow.
Those we get ordered in the June-July timeframe so that we can start selling in August. Putting together the food menu. We found our niche with the barbecue pork steaks. It works really well. So, it's just kind of a conversation that happens once a month as we go through into the spring, and then in mid-year, midsummer, we really start talking about it and getting things hammered together. And we're always looking for donations for prizes and that. So we got to get your feet out in the pavement, hitting the bricks, and bugging businesses and that, and the people that contribute. We're always so very thankful for our donors.
Yeah. Well, and Tim, what's the best way for folks that are interested to reach out and say, hey, I have an item to donate, I have a product to donate, or someone that wants to just be a part of the Owls Club? What's the best way?
So for the donations, we have a Facebook page that myself and a couple other members, we kind of monitor and that. So that's probably the best way. We have it. You can call down there and leave us a message if nobody's there. We really don't have like an email address that you can send information to. Maybe that's something we need to add for as far as contact. We have our bar chairman is Dan Henderson, and you can get a hold of him he's our social chair for information about the club, for rentals and things like that, or donations. They reach out to me. Dan Henderson, any of the guys that are on the board, and then of course our Facebook page, the Alton House Club.
We have that Facebook page up now, Tim, just for folks to see that the profile picture there and make sure they're clicking on the right one, and also the event Facebook page too. You guys can type in Owls Club Fall Festival and that'll pop right up. And how much are raffle tickets for all this? What are the price ranges?
So the cash raffle, they're $1 a piece or $6 for $5. And then we have our bag raffle, and those will be $1 a piece or $6 for $5 as well.
What's the bag raffle, Tim? Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's fine. So it's something, I don't even know when we started doing it this way, but you go to a typical raffle and you buy a raffle ticket, and then they draw prizes and you get something, right? A lot of times you might get a prize and you'll be like, well, I don't need a ladies medium golf shirt. It won't fit. Our raffle, the way we do it, is we take brown paper bags and we set it next to the prize, and we write on the bag what the prize is. You can, they're sitting there, so it might be a gift card, it might be like a
gotcha
cake. All this stuff you need to make a cake, or s'mores, or a fire pit, or a cooler, or a table umbrella, or something like that. And so we have those set out, and then you get raffle ticket, basically like your standard roll of drawing tickets. We sell those. You also get, that's part of your entrance fee. You get tickets, and then you write your name on the ticket, and you walk around and you put your raffle ticket in the bags of the prizes that you actually want to win.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so your focuses it down to that. So you're basically raffling for just the items that you want, and so you're not winning things that maybe it's something you already have, or it's something you have absolutely no interest in, like. AP Cigars always donates to us, and so I've always got cigar prizes down there, and some people have no interest in cigars at all, and so you do a general raffle and you win cigars, and some people are like, well, what the heck am I going to do with these? Right? But if you're a cigar connoisseur, you're like, oh man, I love Table 36 cigars. Heck yeah, I'm going to put all my raffle tickets in that bag, and then when you draw, you get the prize. Well, you get the prize you wanted.
Well, and see, that's actually really cool how to do it, because I'm telling you what, every time I do win something, it's always something like oven mitts. What the hell am I going to do with it?
another pair of oven mitts.
Like the rob. I hate rob your neighbor. I've never
Yes.
won the decent prize. It's always been terrible. But
yeah.
Getting into this though, what is what's the mission behind the Fall Festival? What's the reason you guys do this for?
This one, the Fall Festival, is the only event that we do for ourselves, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but we have weddings, and we have wedding receptions and anniversaries, birthday parties, those kinds of things that people like to rent banquet spaces for. But we don't gouge people. We don't charge a lot of money for a rental. We don't charge a lot of money for if you're buying keg of beer because you'd like to have keg beer for your guests. And then we have our cash bar, and our prices aren't, over the top. And so as far as events goes, where we're actually doing something for ourselves, this is our fundraiser to help support operation of our club.
Yeah. Well, and see, it's really good to make that note for the public too, just to showcase that, because you're right. I mean, you guys aren't charging, get out go to Rocket Mortgage and refinance your house prices.
That's right.
You're providing a really cool service for the community. And are you guys looking for new members, Tim, while I still have you?
It's you're always looking in a way, but we're always looking. You have to know a member, right?
Right.
It's a honor social club, and so we want members to know members. If you know what I mean. We want, not necessarily a stranger comes in, but if you get the opportunity to get to know a member, I mean that's how you do it. It's more. I don't want to say family, but definitely relation-wise, right?
Cool.
We know one another, and you bring in your friends, you bring in your coworkers, or people that you've got to know socially to bring in that way. And it beats trying to go vet background checks and things of that sort.
Well, and that's what I think is really just so cool about this. And for all the folks, don't you ask me, because I ain't a member. I'm just telling you. With that, Tim, with that being said, while I still have you, could you give me one final overview of Fall Festival so we could put this in a nice summary for the audience?
Yeah, it's our annual fall party. It's a barbecue, live music, dancing, good food, cheap drinks, raffles. There's a couple outside of the bag raffle and the ticket raffle. There will be like a 50-50 for cash, and then there'll be a lottery tree or a cash tree or something along those lines where you're purchasing a chance to win something that's got probably around $100 to $200 of raffle tickets, the scratcher tickets.
Oh, nice.
Scratcher lottery tickets. Yeah. So.
Man, I'm gonna need every bit of the 200 side, because I can't win on a scratch off ticket since Jesus built houses. I mean, it's just this is so cool. Sorry, Tim, didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I mean, that's really what it is about. It's about community. It's about camaraderie. And just to touch on other events. There's a lot of conversations about other events coming up that we're going to try to do. We have a craft fair coming up the weekend after Thanksgiving. That's Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There'll be some craft vendors there at the club, and the bar will be open, and I think there's going to be mimosas and like croissant sandwiches of some kind. Something else like that. And then, we've got a group of members that have come together and have started having conversations about other events that we can do. So we might, at some point, try to do a spring party of some kind, something the same vein, and start looking at ways to raise money for other charities in the area.
Honestly, Tim, fill me in on the way. That's really cool. I'd love to hear more about those and showcase those off to the community, because anytime we can promote Al's Club, we'll be happy to do it.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, CJ. Sorry for the short notice as well.
We're going to get better at this. That was my fault, Tim.
That's right.
But, and then, Tim, on a side note, before I stay so long, I think what I'm going to do is anytime I find out a parent is only sending their kids out once a week or 0 times a week, I'm just going to send you to their house. I think you can scare them for me.
I have to see I can work that into my schedule.
Tim, thanks so much for your time, man.
Hey, you bet, buddy.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show.
Hey, next year we got to work it out, so I'm in the studio with you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, that'd be a lot better. I'd love to have you here.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this Tuesday comes around the corner next.